100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
368.
Passing, it's Dalton. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a first down carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Check.
From the 44, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
368. They go 368. Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back to Mixon on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a give, running right, Barber. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, Haywood.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. One more time with Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Dalton on third and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Titans nothing.
Watch the slant. Check. Three.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 48 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch out.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helps. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the slant. Jumper. Regular. Leave up.
And Dalton to throw. Finding Green complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
2nd and 6. At the 50-yard
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Move. Edwards got 4 down. 24 is the mic. Watch the run.
From midfield here, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. On the read option, it's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got this down to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mariota now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
You got 3, Charlie.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down, Bengals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Move. 368. Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Go. 2-by-2. Move. 368.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
We got 4. Hey, echo. 24 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. 24. Regular.
Hey, high 7.
24 is the mic. Let's get the ball. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D.
Raise the head.
Here I come. 24 is the mic.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got Green. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
One.
Mike 5.
Now Mariota. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blue 18.
I'm coming after you. Fires the mic.
3.
Come on, let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Regular.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Hey.
Watch it.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. That's up.
To throw here, Dalton. Open man is Uzama. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Barber, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
368.
Check 49.
368.
Check 13. Check 13.
Move up. Move up.
Got to be careful here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at about the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Ross on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
2 by 2. Move. Regular.
Whip.
Hey.
Watch the whip.
Dalton. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Switch.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44, stop!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Green brings it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch this.
On 3rd down, Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. And that's complete. It's Green here. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, would you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Hands up! Green 18! Ice. Here you go, 368! Hands up!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 24. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Titans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.